Hello again, my YouTube fans. Two videos in one night. I found the chess game. I A new member, Nathan, 8-year-old Nathan, at the chess club, is actually a pretty good chess player. And it was something funny that happened at the chess club last Thursday. He was playing the president of the club, and he checkmated Steve, is his name. And now, to give Steve the benefit of the doubt, he was probably teaching Nathan and seeing if he saw it or whatever. Anyway, let me scroll through this. This is just going to be a quick video. According to the computer, it's a Caro-Kann. Everything is going fine. The computer is telling me that Steve has actually got the decisive advantage and things like this. So things are going on. Black has a decisive advantage again. And then suddenly things started to change. I think Nathan was seeing an attack. Obviously, he's got an attack on. White has a mate threat, as you can see. So suddenly, Steve is in trouble. So the game goes on a little further. Steve pushed the pawn up. Nathan just feels like chasing his bishop away. Now, all of a sudden, Black has a decisive advantage again. Now, Steve has got his queen out there. I don't know why Steve didn't attack or continue to push pieces out or something, but in any case, his king is in trouble. But he's got to be, he definitely has to be careful here. But, so, Steve puts his queen in front of, getting ready to trade queens. But Nathan, in his 8-year-old insight of a chess-playing mind, knows that he can't trade queens. And once again, Nathan has a mate threat. Now, Steve obviously has to move this queen to protect that. So there's no more mate threat as long as he has that queen sitting there. So Nathan sees this. 8-year-old Nathan sees the fact that if he were to try to put the queen there now, it would just be a trade. So he doesn't do that. So he needs to sort of sit tight, and he moves a pawn. In fact, he moves the pawn away from being captured. Just moves a pawn. Just waits for Steve to do something silly. And sure enough, he did something silly. As it sits now, it's just a trade-off. But Steve went and did this. Queen G7. It's an immediate checkmate. Bing. Now, again, I don't know if Steve did that to see if the kid would notice it, but this kid, he pounced on it right away. I was sitting there watching it. He pounced on it. He realized it right away that it was checkmate. So, like I said, giving Steve the benefit of the doubt, I would say that maybe he was trying to see if the kid would see it, but nevertheless, Nathan is actually a decent chess player. He's only 8 years old, and pretty soon I'm not going to be able to teach him much more anymore. In fact, I haven't taught him much as it is. I think Nathan's on his way to becoming a better chess player than me very soon. So I blundered too many times too. I think Steve has got that blunder habit too. This is certainly a blunder. Now, if he didn't do this, if he did something else, anything else, I don't know. Maybe move the knight. Move the knight there. This. I don't know why that arrow is there. That arrow should not be there. Okay, so maybe move the knight out. To try and perhaps get another defender in there. Who knows? Anything else? Here, move the bishop back to threaten the queen. To threaten the queen, to get the queen out of there. But even then, the queen would move up. If the queen moved up, he could still put the knight out there and then attack the queen again. Anything. In fact, that would be a good move. The bishop and then the knight, in order to stave off and to add some defenders to this whole thing. But to move the queen here, that's bingo. Checkmate. Sorry, Steve. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you did, and please subscribe if you haven't, and keep on playing.